Today, not as much as yesterday.
Really?
Yep. So always interesting. You're going to get the same answer, just 6,000 different ways, just like I'm getting the same question 6,000 different ways. So, keep asking it, you'll keep getting the answers. So,
In a roundabout way, though, it does have to bring a little bit more excitement around the program as you start this new season and look ahead in some ways, doesn't it?
Yeah, no doubt. Coach Harbaugh's a passionate, energetic, enthusiastic guy, and he's ready to coach a game he loves and to see the team that he came to coach for the school he came to coach for finally succeed and start putting W's up in the win column.
We all kind of have an opinion and decide how we think he might be to play for based on what we've seen in the media. Talking with him one-on-one, what don't we see about Jim Harbaugh? What have you learned about him on a personal level?
Man, I guess you talk to Coach Harbaugh, and what you see is what you get. Perception is reality.
Mm-hmm.
You see clips of him out on the practice field, on the sidelines. That's Coach Harbaugh. I'm going back to the same thing I just said. It's enthusiastic, passionate, caring. He's a caring guy, believe it or not. He cares for his players. He loves every guy that plays for him. So that's Coach Harbaugh to a T.
Does any part of you wonder if that's a little bit calculated to keep all the headlines and keep things on Michigan, that type of thing? It seems like he's smart enough to know what he's doing there when he's doing a lot of these things that draw that much attention.
I think you guys are giving him that attention, right? There may be somebody on the West Coast doing the exact same thing. Just his name's not Jim Harbaugh, right? Maybe not be getting as much attention. So, I guess that's you guys' job, right?
Is there a surreal aspect to it still? Because this is a guy that you watched coach the Super Bowl 2 years ago, and now he's your coach.
Yeah, definitely surreal. I love Coach Hoke. I love his staff. I don't think you can really compare the two staffs, but at the end of the day, Coach Harbaugh is very professional in what he does. And, I think you look at his track record and how he's succeeded and how he's gone about, how he coaches teams, how he wins football games. And I think it speaks for himself.
I've got to ask you, did you ever think when you put that spike in the ground last season at Michigan State that would explode the way it did?
No, blown out of proportion completely.
There was no method of disrespect or
none at all.
That never even crossed your mind?
No disrespect at all. I think I was sitting in a radio interview the other day, and at the end of the day, it's motivation for my team.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was taken a completely wrong way, and then some things were said, and somebody said that they ran the ball when they wanted to take a knee. Well, to me, I'm a competitor. It's a rivalry football game. I'm running the ball too. Nobody did anything to me. So, if I'm a head coach, I'm running the football. It's the same thing. I got the utmost respect for Coach Antonio, his staff, and everything. I know he was at Cincinnati, where I'm from, prior to going up to state. So, nothing but respect for him. They win football games, and like I said, simply motivation that backfired, I guess, in a way, got blown out of proportion. So it is what it is.
Do you regret doing it? Do you wish you had done something maybe differently, another way to pump up your teammates?
Regret it? No. There's a story behind it that you guys will probably never understand it. Well, no, I shouldn't say understand. If I told you, you would understand. But you wouldn't. I'm not going to tell you. Right. You're not going to know. But it's. That's what it is. What it is. It's in the past. It is what it is. I'm done with it.
Did that just shine a light again about how big the Michigan State rivalry is and how important that is in the state? Because it seems like there's such a microscope on everything that happens in that rivalry.
Yeah, that game has been big for however many years. It will continue being big. It will get bigger, and there's no doubt about it. Whether that incident had anything to do with that or not, I like to think not. Like I said, I'll continue to repeat myself. It's blown out of proportion.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Joe. Appreciate it.
Our defense is going to be, good again as it has been the past few seasons. While the offense still tries to find out its quarterback and kind of figure itself out, do you guys kind of take that as that you guys want to be the ones that come out and really set the tone for the team? A defensive style team until you guys offensively figure it out?
Well, it's Michigan. You want to run the ball, you want to play defense. And if you're running the ball, scoring touchdowns, on a power right, power left, and I love it, But at the end of the day, you need the offense, you need the defense, you need the special teams all clicking on the same, engine, on the same cylinder. And that's what the goal is. And the goal hasn't changed since Coach Harbaugh walked through the doors, and I have no doubt that my offense or the defense or the special teams will be clicking. We'll be ready to go come September 3rd.
Harbaugh was asked what you need to win on the road, and one of the things he stressed was you got to pack your defense. Obviously, he's an offensive guy, mind a lot, but do you feel how much he stresses defense?
Well, I've been a defensive guy my whole life, and personally, if they don't score, nobody wins. So, and if the defense scores, then you're fine too. So, it's a lot easier. I don't know if you've ever played a football game on the road, but when the defense is on the road playing a football game, it's a lot quieter for obvious reasons for the offense, for the home team. When our offense is on the field, it's different stories. Very loud, very hectic. So, having the defense is, in my opinion, it's always the basis of playing good football. But obviously, I'm a defensive guy, and I love my offense. They'll get the job done. I have complete faith in them. And same thing is with special teams.
What do you like about?
You and I talked during the spring about culture and change and culture was going through at that time. It was still early on. I just feel like you're playing at a different place now because you sort of have gone through that culture change. It's almost like you're playing at a different place.
Yeah, I would say from my perspective, absolutely not. I committed to the University of Michigan. I've been at the University of Michigan for 4 years. I've been walking through the same doors, well, almost the same doors. They renovated Schembeckler Hall for the last 4 years. But, it's the same place. It's Michigan. Nothing will ever change and make it anything less. And, we got a new coach. We've got a little bit new feeling. But other than that, when it comes down to it, you play football on a football field, and the dimensions of that football field don't change, whether it's, Coach Hope, Coach Harbaugh, Coach Carr, Coach Schembeckler. They don't change. And at the end of the day, it's football.
Have you noticed the change in the culture since Coach Harbaugh came?
Yeah.
What changed?
Yeah, it's kind of like what I just said. Culture is what it is. It's everybody. The last 4 years I've been here, everybody pushes each other, and it's regardless of the head coach, the team sticks together. And now we have a solid head coach. Not to say anything. Coach Hoke was still solid and everything. But I guess it just sometimes the cookie don't crumble the way you want it, and it was quite unfortunate. But at this point, for Michigan, for the defense, for the offense, for Coach Harbaugh, I would say it's a very competitive culture, just like it has been. Very enthusiastic and passionate, about the game we all love.
What do you like about DJ Durkin and his approach?
Oh gosh, I feel like I keep repeating myself. He's passionate. He's enthusiastic. He wants to win football games.
Technically, what does he do that is different and that you feel like you can fit into it and thrive on?
Yeah, well, he's real big on, he says stamp your personality on it. And that's something that's really, it's kind of resurrected with me. He teaches you a certain way, and he expects you to do it that way. But if you twist it just a little bit and you're still getting your job done, then that's completely acceptable. And I think as long as you're executing, getting the job done, and doing what's best, not only for the defense but the team, then he's okay with it.
Joe, what's it like getting Desmond Morgan back?
I'm sorry?
What's it like getting Desmond Morgan back?
Oh, Dez is a great guy. He's been my roommate twice in college. I love Dez. Dez is a quality guy. Dez is a really good football player. And, it's unfortunate he wasn't able to finish last year. But it is a very fortunate thing we got him back this year. Good leader. Good footwork. Has a nose for the ball. And a solid linebacker. And Michigan's happy that he's back. I'm happy that he's back.
What was it like watching Ohio State win the national title?
It's good, really good for the Big Ten. Just very good for the Big Ten.
Joe, what about this